It's a tool that's always with you, you know? I mean, making a change in your day so it's something different for you, like not sleeping all dang day. It was pouring down rain this morning, and I must have hit the snooze on the clock because I intended on getting up at 4:45, and I got up at 5:30. Well, when I got up, I felt like I had overslept, but it was okay. I proceeded with what I was doing, and I just don't allow myself, I do allow myself to rest, but I like to go to sleep at a decent hour at night and get up early because that is when my vital force is strongest, and I like to think and get things done, you know? Because when I implement self-discipline, it gives me freedom, and I want to be free all the live long day, you know? I mean, just like, it may not affect you like this, but a neat home gives me freedom. A neat car gives me freedom. Not letting the trash in the trash cans pile up out of the top, which I'm very lucky because my Mr. Scott hauls the trash off, but even before, I mean, that is a thing that would irritate me and damp down my freedom, you see that? But if I just get on it and do it, get on my plan, I can be released from those things. You know, you and I have a higher purpose in this world than just being a drone. I can picture people like tunneling through like a sort of dark hallway. Like maybe a dark hallway in a hotel, or you would think like tunneling through with concrete around you, like maybe going to a subway or something. All these people, and you can see the back of their head, and you can see it's sort of like the gray matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't even matter what they're wearing, if they're wearing bright colors or whatever. It's the general look of their skin, and just, they're the gray people. It's the gray zone, where people are just tunneling to the existence of whatever. It doesn't matter as long as the whole crowd's going there. That is not your true authenticity, and you and I have a higher purpose than that. I mean, having your own thoughts, you know? Creating your own beautiful life, no matter where you are in this world. So, we're going to go to the grocery store and we'll chat some more on the way, and I'm trying to get Christopher to drive, and he's not a real fan of practicing in my car because my Mr. Scott takes him out driving sometimes in his big truck, and it's so much different than my car, and legs in there can barely get behind the steering wheel of my car, so we'll see if he'll drive, and then we can chat some more. Where did your innocence go? What name are you calling yourself? Sing out a little bit. You going this way? Hey. Sing it, baby. You are out with Tanny.
I'm Chris.
On a drive through our neighborhood, and we're going over to get some groceries, and hey, do you reckon on my old front porch that still says 1983 in paint pen that I wrote out there when I was lizarding out in the sun one March when there was still snow on the ground, but I had like some barriers up on the side so the wind wouldn't get me, and I was still trying to absorb the rays even in 1983?
I don't know.
Christopher, it seems as though he has a little bit of a sour attitude today, and
no, I just didn't want to come outside and have to interact with humans.
He did not want to have to interact with humans. Don't run us in the ditch, baby.
I'm not.
Well, anyway, you would think that Christopher always has a grand attitude as a teenager, but in fact, compared to most of them, he really does. I can't complain. But sometimes he gets caught up in his technology and he don't want to come out of his room, but he does anyway, because he knows that I will only buy food that only I would eat if he does not come. So, anyway, Christopher, what do you think that the scariest thing about driving is?
Other people.
Other people on the road?
Mm-hmm.
Or other people videoing you while you're driving?
That too.
How about the scariest thing in high school?
The other people.
It really is about the other people, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're trying to create an inner terrain of calmness, I don't know how you deal with the teenagers. When y'all were going into school the other day, I was thinking my lucky stars I wasn't in high school anymore. Are you being careful?
Mm-hmm.
Here's our lake. And down here, see how nice and pleasant. Christopher's really a very good driver. He's very cautious. But I did just tip him off on a little, in case you're a teen out there and you're learning to drive. In my car, we have this little thing right here. It's this tiny little thing. And if you're looking at it and you're going down the road, you can tell out where you are. Like, if it's on the side of the road, then you can tell you're in the middle of your lane. You see, Christopher was unaware of that. He's like, that is so helpful. But, you know, back in the day, like when I learned to drive in my mom's Chrysler New Yorker, it had this little Chrysler symbol at the very end, you know, or if it's, you know how they used to have little horns or different little symbol out there, and that's how you could tell. But now that's what that little dot's there for. Or either it's signaling the mothership to pick me up, I'm not sure. You should have brought your music.
I did.
Oh, not Lady Gaga. I can't listen to that. You brought your music to hook in?
I will.
Listen
I
to
don't have a
this.
cable.
Listen to this commercial.
Total transformation.
The total
program that
transformation.
Tens of thousands of moms are now using to turn around their child's behavior.
This program, my Raptured one and myself years ago got that because it was like beat children into conformity.
Isn't that the one that's like if they got mad in the car, you left them and they had to walk home?
Yes, and if they pitched a fit in the mall, you just left them there. Friends, you can't really do that. You want to leave them, you know, and you can walk off and stuff, but really, you don't want to leave your child in the mall by themselves. I mean, I watch the news occasionally, and a couple of years ago it was bad. I'm not sure what's going on now, but that was what was thought to be a good. It was not my idea, baby. But that's back in the day when I tried to say yes, sir, you know. Love with a beautiful woman. Hey, Christopher.
What?
You know what I was just thinking of?
What?
As we were waiting on this train and watching all the boxcars. Do you think there's really such a thing like if we wanted to take a free trip, we could wait till this thing slowed down, and even though it's 100 outside, we could wait to get on the boxcar that was the cooled boxcar, like on Frosty the Snowman, and we could ride in that one? Do you think
No.
do you think that's a real thing? The chilled boxcar?
No.
You don't? These are the important things your mind can focus on when you are streamlined. What else? Do you want to catch one of those sometime? Is that on my bucket list to do before I...
Catch a train? Yes.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a vacation. Wonder where we would go.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ride on one of those with the cool graffiti too. Christopher and I like graffiti. We think it's beautiful, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't want it on your bedroom wall or anything.
Oh.
I mean,
Well, I'm not good at that stuff.
Not that I didn't do that on my wall. I only temporarily painted over that too, sir, because I needed the background painted, and now that I've done that, I can proceed with my graffiti wall. Hey, Christopher,
What?
show us how to choose a good avocado, because these
That was bad.
avocados are 69 cents for each. Show us how to choose a good one.
Well, that was bad.
Yeah,
Is
this
this
one
like a
is.
This one's good
How do we choose it?
because it has to be just barely squishy.
Firm but barely squishable. What about this one? What about if it's like a zit and you could like barely push and it looks like the pus is coming out like that? Hey, Christopher.
What?
You know what the greatest thing is in you having a license now?
That you get 3 more returns.
I get 3 more returns at Walmart without my receipt. And now, you can quit trying to walk faster than me in Walmart. Hey, Christopher.
What?
Can you dance?
No.
Come on. Can you watch me?